The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Ready, set. Razor. Green 25.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gibson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on 4th down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to seal the edge on the right. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Motion from the wide out. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Lasso! Lasso!
Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. To the air, it's Francis. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Longhorns will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Creates a little space. Breaks the tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Oh, better look out. There he goes. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
On the run, it's McCovey. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll go with a direct snap. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get to get the 1st down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, 1st down.
Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the offense is trying to go power here. Normally this play hits right up the middle, but there was just too much congestion. It forced the ball carrier to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tackled for a loss.
They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Gators need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Smashes through the tackle. He's got the 1st down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go at it today.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 84 hauls it in the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Florida 7, Texas 0.
The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half.
Kick it away.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Back to pass on second down. Going up top. Underneath toast the coverage. Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Gators. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Number 6 with the grab and the score.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Francis. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Tate. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Unloads quickly. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Francis. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
42 Spiders.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 48 with the grab in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Off the play fake on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Green 25.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Texas 7.
Okay,
So
ready?
first down will open up the final period.
Here we go.
Gets the back moving. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Longhorns. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Toss to the outside. Runs through the tackle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Here's a heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moment. You got the ball, tie game, you want to go win. Make some plays for me, big dog.
The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Get set, get set.
from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Got it.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brings up
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Taylor has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
timeout, Texas.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal.
On the field goal.
This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. It's good, and that's your ball game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway.
Set to kick off.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
First and 10.
From the gun, the ground game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Got a man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Nice play offensively. You go with the toss to the left, and how about the blocking downfield by the wide receiver on that play? If you're going to run to the perimeter, you've got to have guys doing work downfield for you, and they had it on that one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Now, that was a blitz for the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally always account for the middle linebacker. There's no reason to let him run clean like that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Sends it back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Bully ball on third and short. He's not not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a really nice job by this defense. Coming out, setting the tone. Great start, forcing a fourth down, forcing a decision already for this offense on the first drive. Really nice job coming out.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
With the game scoreless.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Let's go!
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
The counterplay is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Back to pass, it's Francis. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! They put the first points on the board.
Texas, number 5, with the catch in the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
First and 10.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Dances away. Running into the open space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Baylor.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Buys a little time. The Bears get enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 7, Baylor 0.
And the Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half.
That's a kickoff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Take over. First and 10.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll send the back in motion. Going to the run to start this second half. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. Lowers those pads. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback.
Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Gets the back moving. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Near the 2-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal. That's the end of the third
One
quarter.
quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. He's got him. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the catch. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. This is now a 7-point game.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the 4th quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Sends it back in motion. The give is to Taylor. Fighting off the just dismissing tackles. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Longhorns! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
Number 1 in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. To the end zone, and is picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more...
Got room on the return. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Number
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Straight ahead from inside his 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
And your Baylor Bears will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the right. He's got it.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his second catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but I don't know if they even thought they'd be able to do this good of a job.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
2nd down coming up.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Gonna let it fly. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
Well, and it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.